What an incredible month of July we have had. So we're completing July and we are moving into the powerful month of August. And this 7 first months of 2024, year 8, has really prepared us of the unexpected to come in August, for us then to embody it around equinox. So let's take a couple of breaths together, dropping into our heart, expanding our heart frequency out into our energetic field. So our heart vibration, our essence, and our true blueprint is operating in our energetic field. And if you feel like pushing out any energies that should not be in your field, you can do that now, as we ask for this transmission to be fully connected and protected by God's infinite love, light, and power, closing all negative portals in organic artificial timelines, asking only for what is in the highest divine order for each and every one of us to be received. So we are in this period where we are starting to see the divinity of this lifetime and this incarnation, which is massive, beloveds. So in previous lifetimes, we have needed to undergo the initiations we're undergoing now. We did go through them in different temples of initiation. So in previous lifetimes, as many ascended masters like Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Isis, went through these powerful temples and initiations to be prepared for their mission. And for us, it's enough to be here on earth and go through the third dimensional reality and go through and be born into a controlled system, an enslavement system. That is the initiation we needed to undergo. And every single part of our individual story, including the people and the locations we've been called to be in and live in, are part of these initiations. Our life is our initiation. And until now, that has been intense. Many traumas, many intense challenges, which are our initiations. And the mission that we are here to do and to be is again our life. And the mission, if we go deeper into it, the mission is about moving from amnesia into remembrance. And that is an intense, challenging task on a planet that is so dense and operating from the first, second, and third dimension as Earth is. And then we have all the other parts of our mission, which is moving from being attached, to going to detachment. To go from being programmed and controlled to sovereignty. To move from being manipulated and controlled into having a strong discernment and a connection to your own inner truth. To be living in one, second, or third dimensional life and thinking that this is the only life, the only incarnation, into moving into the multidimensionality of our soul and understanding that we are eternal. That is our mission, and that is what we have been undergoing until now. Understanding, beloved, that every single thing that you manage to transmute, everything that you manage to heal, complete, move from, and upgrade yourself through is what you transmute, heal, complete for your ancestors, for your soul extensions in your monadic, for your past, future, and parallel timelines, and for the collective. And it's actually even beyond that. You are healing, clearing, completing, and upgrading even on galactic, cosmic, and universal levels each time you manage to do it for yourself. So this is a massive shift that is happening inside of us as we got tricked to chase a purpose, to chase a mission that was being, controlled by the controllers, the different media like songs, movies, celebrities, thinking that this is being in your purpose. This is not being in your purpose. And now we're like dismantling all of this, breaking it down and understanding that being here, living our lives, transmuting, managing to transform ourselves into love each time we feel triggered, feeling that we are in a massive, intense challenge, trauma. That will change everything. And that has happened pretty fast. So last year we started to understand that we got tricked, and that the mission as a light worker is not for all of us to become healers or channelers, even if we all are healers and channelers, but not operating like, showing up like this all the time or coming up on a webinar and stuff like that. So it has taken us almost like 1 year or even longer, for some maybe shorter time, to understand that, the mission template has definitely changed. Okay, we're still doing the mission by living our lives, but we understand now that when we purge, which we do massively at this moment, when we purge our own grief, what we think is our grief, when we purge a lot of emotions, when we purge betrayal from different situations in our lives, when we purge the dark feminine, the resentment towards the feminine, when we purge the distorted masculine, the resentment towards the masculine, when we purge separation, we purge it as part of our mission. We purge it through our body, through our experience, through our story, through our history, for our ancestors, for our children to come, for the entire planet. And when we will start to understand this more and more, faster and faster, which we are doing now, everything starts to change. This is the shift that we are undergoing right now. And of course, in many ways, it can bring in sadness, because almost everything that we have been building up or working for, even taking educations for, was not as we thought. So we need also to allow some grief of, everything that is dying, being completed, that doesn't feel us anymore, that are not in coherence anymore, that is not our true anymore, that really doesn't make us more happy or doesn't fulfill us at all. But the shift that is coming now, and that is already started, is to understand this faster. Understand that when a person comes into our field, it can be someone we know very closely or someone in distance, and a reaction happens and we feel sadness or anger or jealousy or whatever. Something is getting triggered inside of us. We now start to understand this much faster as we manage to rise above, detach from it on a personal level, faster and faster, and we manage to center ourselves, go up to a higher state of observer, witnessing, compassionately witnessing, but also neutral observer. And from that, understand that, okay, my light body is ready to receive this, to have this interaction, to allow this wave of emotions or, clashing or triggering or reaction. It can be love, it can be, lust, it can be whatever that comes through. So we are really seeing this faster. So we have this opportunity, it's actually a window, even if it's uncomfortable, of a reaction happening, and our incredible light body, light pillar, works it through, transmute it, heal it, restore it, and then level up itself, ourselves, our personality, our soul, into a higher level of understanding, a higher level of love, a higher level of compassion. And as that happens, we now know that we have not only served ourselves into a greater life, a greater day, but we have served our ancestors and everything that they have paid the way for us, so we could do this full-on completion. And we also understand that we're transmuting it through the stories of our everyday life for the collective, creating the new earth. So every time this happens, like, this emotion, because now we're feeling it more also, because we're living more and more in balance and harmony. So when a clash happens, or reaction, I would like to say, an energetic reaction, we are now like, whoa, okay, let's be the mission. Let's do the mission. Let's stay in love, or return back to love as soon as possible. It may mean that you're going to need to set boundaries and say, no, this is completed. I'm leaving. This is ending. We're done, But we are understanding now that, okay, wow, I shifted this. I transformed this to a higher state of awareness, of consciousness, of love, of truth, of God's universal natural laws. And that moment, we can own our abilities, our gifts, everything that we have went through the earthly temples of initiations to be able to do and to be. And in that moment, we start to work more consciously. We are becoming our mission more consciously. And the best of it all is that we will start to enjoy life more. So all of this has already started. It has been going on for years for some of us, but this is really happening inside of our higher heart now, and it's this massive shift. And after this period, we are entering a new era, because any challenge, whatever challenge will enter our field, we will not see ourselves as a victim. We will be able to use all of our tools, our light body, our frequency, our devotion into self-mastery, and know that we are a transmission point, a conductor of God's infinite love, light, and power of Christ consciousness, and being here in the Christos mission, returning back the natural laws, the universal laws, into full existence, so we can start to live in harmony. And it starts from within us. So this is a massive shift that is happening. We no longer need to leak energy in trying to, I want to open my third eye more. I want to see my guides more. All of these distractions that also New Age and the false light and all of that made us move into, which also was part of the divine plan to make our ego keep going on the spiritual path, right? So I honor that, all those periods, right? But now it's like, wow, okay, no more chasing, no more comparison. Because the moment we understand the transmutation point that we are, the system busters, the clearers, the transmuters, the healers that we are, through the own story of our everyday life, every encounter we have, and we can compassionately witnessing the parts of us that are still not fully healed, and then we're like, wow, okay, let's work on this. I have more to assist myself, my ancestral lineage with, my children to come, and this earth plane with. So let's move into deeper healing of this area. But this makes lives much more fun as we're becoming more aware. And it means that we're becoming more aware when we're being called to different locations. And suddenly we start to not feel good, and we start to feel that we're purging for the land, or so we're checking things out, we put protection, we open sacred space, we maybe even call in some sisters and brothers for assistance. So it actually starting to become more fun because we're becoming really aware of the places we're being called to, the people that comes into our field. Sometimes we also are clearing emotions for those around us that cannot comprehend their emotions, that don't have the emotional intelligence or capacity yet. So they come, they trigger us, and we release the emotions through our body, through our experience for them, to create deeper peace on this earth. Of course, we're not going to sacrifice ourselves, but as our light body is becoming stronger and stronger, our practice is more discipline and diligence. Like we never leave our daily spiritual practices or protections and all of those things. We also start to own our gifts. We start to own our mission, and we have fun with our gifts and mission, because we don't need to be scared of anyone, judging us or anything like that, because it is what's natural for us. And we start to understand that what has been natural for us our entire life is really coming online now, as everything is moving into coherence in our entire light body. So all of this work we're doing, guys, all the activations, you're coming and joining with me and our tribe, it's not like we only do something that we love and have fun with. It really shifts our vibration, our frequency, and our consciousness level. I mean, we've been doing work for years together, many of us. So this is really the time where we understand that this lifetime is an opportunity. It is an opportunity. We had many incarnations where we were 100% in amnesia. And this lifetime is like such an opportunity, and even if we know we are eternal, we know that this lifetime will not last forever. So we understand that it's time for me to take an opportunity, and every single day, really honor this incredible lifetime. And this is the shifts we're undergoing right now. And we will gonna need to assist many people that will undergo very fast awakenings, intense dark night of the souls, which will be more intense. The purging will be more intense, and we will very easily be able to identify what is happening. Maybe ask a couple of questions, mirror, and assist them in holding space, in that deep trust and safety, and knowing that they are awakening. And just, imagine having a soul like you, close, that just holds the divine light, that holds the divine love, the divine truth. What a miracle, what a gift. So all of this is happening, and through all of these miracles, the new earth is being created. And yes, we're still purging. There's really deeper layers that it would be too painful to see. I mean, we have in a prison planet all the way up to 2012, right? So some things, the distortions, all of this traumas through eons of lifetimes, the galactic wars, all of those things that are coming into our field, they are painful to see and watch, but we are in a different space. So I'm just feeling how incredible this time is. And if we are stuck in any kind of addiction, and addiction can be really anything. We can be addicted into relationship, to love, to save people, to food, to whatever. And that will show up now. But understanding that everything is so divinely orchestrated. I mean, imagine all of us were asked to be spread all over the world. Before, in other incarnations, we came close to each other so we could be connected in the physical, because we didn't have any internet. We didn't have the communication abilities as now. So now, we are connecting from all over the world in our webinars and activations and lives like this, and assisting each other into deeper inspiration, into deeper devotion, into deeper understanding of what we're undergoing. And understanding like, wow, okay, I feel so freaking good when we come together. It makes me keep going. Another day, another month, another mile, right? So it's incredible. Everything is just so amazing that is happening right now. Every single shift that you manage to return back to your heart, back into compassion, is a massive shift on the entire electromagnetic field. Every time you come into deep healing with your own inner divine feminine self, being able to receive more, having more self-love and compassion towards your feminine side, getting to know your feminine side. Every time you manage to heal wounded aspects of your masculine, and you compassionately get to know your divine masculine energy, it is affecting the magnetic, the electric field of Earth, and the entire field rises, and you're connected to the grid system, you're connected to the ley lines. Everything that is happening in your light body, in your 12-dimensional tree of life, is a full, immediate reflection on the 12-dimensional tree of Mother Earth. So you being here is such a gift to this entire planet. So remember that. And if you're going through peaks of uncomfort, like, everything is just peaking and you just can't stand it anymore, it's because you need to undergo that to clear all those emotions, the comfort show. So to make yourself take the next step. So in all of this that is happening, we're also reaching deeper levels of vulnerability. And when people on this planet will start to be vulnerable, like really, I had this amazing conversation with my beloved close soul sister, and she could own that she has a mask on, that her life is so intense right now that she has her mask on and she's pretending and she's smiling and she doesn't know how to remove it. I mean, that's vulnerability, that's high level of consciousness, of no longer pretending. I mean, once upon a time, we didn't know, we knew when we were carrying our mask and we're playing out in different identities. But now we can feel it. And just owning that, being vulnerable in the uncomfortable, being truthful, that creates so much safety. Safety for me as a friend to her, safety to all of those around us. So we're reaching also very deep levels of vulnerability with all that is, with the vulnerability to own the ugly. I have moments that so ugly parts of me is coming through, but to be able to share that with the close people of mine, even with you guys, creates a freedom inside of me. And I do believe it creates safety inside of you and safety inside of me. And this vulnerability is being cracked open with all the heart work we've done. I mean, how much heart healing haven't we done of the human heart, of the higher heart, of all the wounds of betrayal, rejection, abandonment, injustice, all of those things we've been healing and healing and healing and healing. And suddenly, poof, crack open, pain, crack open a little bit more. Tears of joy. Like the other day, I was just crying of the ability to feel so much. We always did feel a lot, but we didn't allow it, so we contracted it. But this vulnerability that's being cracked open within everyone right now. And you know, Lionsgate period was going to be felt in everyone. So everyone is feeling now in August and end of July, this vulnerability, and there will be moments where we can't handle it. It's so uncomfortable. So we might contract, we might isolate, we might go into old habits of addiction or distractions or mask and pretending and all of those things. But we will crack through that because we're now together and we help each other all the time. So vulnerability creates this safety, and safety creates trust, and trust creates divine power. There was a time, the first thing we needed to activate was the divine love inside of us, and that was easy. All of us have so much love that are here. And then we had the stages of truth that has been until recently, and now it has massive divine power, and it doesn't come in the way we expected it. The divine power comes from the vulnerability and the crack open heart when we stop hiding all the love and the truth we carry inside of us. So, beloveds, this is the words I had to share with you today. I hope you can feel comfort and inspiration in it. Let's move into some activation or whatever wants to come through here in this beautiful group field. So, let's take a couple of deep breaths. We deepen our connection into our heart, feeling gratitude and allowing gratitude to open windows and chambers in our heart, chambers of deeper gratitude. These chambers that knows what an incredible time we are in, what a window, what an opportunity we're living in this incarnation. And we ask for all of this work that is coming through to be fully connected and protected by the eternal living light code of God, closing all negative portals and asking only for what is in the highest divine order for each and every one of us to come through. So, okay, so I see this beautiful emerald crystal moving from our heart, or it's actually not moving. The emerald heart was given, the emerald crystal was given by God to all humans on earth. So whenever we were feeling lost and couldn't find the light, we had our own emerald crystal within us. So this emerald crystal in your emerald heart, your higher heart, is igniting and just shining brightly right now. I see the emerald dragons coming in to support our energy field. And the emerald crystal is just moving its energy upwardly to your third eye. So the crystal is not moving itself, but it's moving like a transmission up to the third eye, moving its emerald rays up to your third eye. And this rays start to swirl clockwise, starting to open up your third eye. So now I see the emerald crystal rays starting to spin anti-clockwise, and they're clearing any false holograms in our third eye that makes us See the world in the illusion, kurunusana kiara natashia, in the lower dimensions, in the dimensions of the controllers. So feel, sense, maybe you even want to spin your hands and fingers anti-clockwise together with the emerald crystal rays clearing. Just relax and breathe and feel how your third eye is being cleared. Locate, evict, forbid all false holographic inserts in our third eye now. Shiarana kunutarana kieshana kuruno. Ikishana kietarana tunuya. Iarana kushana saya. As I'm God, I'm sovereign and free, spin 3 times clockwise. Yes, they say clockwise. I'm God, I'm sovereign and free. I'm God, I'm sovereign and free. I'm God, I'm sovereign and free. Beautiful. Automatically, the emerald crystal rays starts to spin clockwise now to open up your third eye even more. And now they're opening up your third eye to the true and the highest organic hologram. So your inner vision, your third eye, and your hologram is fully reset to the highest organic one in the highest capacity as God would have it be. Beautiful. So the green emerald dragons are stepping forward. They are just around you, and one of the emerald dragons are stepping forward in front of you and start to eye gaze with you, third eye to third eye. So your third eye and the dragon's third eye is starting to exchange energy. Tiara na kushunu tiara na tatataya kusatashi na karanatata no kushiasaya. Now, the dragon assists you to open up your inner vision to understand what is your current initiation. Sana kiarana sashya. Just relax, open up without forcing, see what is coming through for you as information. What is your primary initiation at this moment that will keep going throughout August? Maybe you see people, locations, maybe you just receive information or you just feel energies. Trust what is coming through. Beautiful. Okay, whatever you receive, trust that. And now the beautiful emerald dragon is giving you some healing frequencies that goes into your third eye and out to your entire light body. Feel the vibration. Your physical body might start to vibrate if you fully receive this. And now expand the emerald rays out to your entire auric field, feeling safe to be vulnerable throughout this initiation, feeling safe, feeling trust, feeling your divine inner power. Now the dragon connects its higher heart, your thymus, his thymus, with your thymus and higher heart, and a transmission and energy exchange starts between your higher hearts. Nakuru no sana kiata nara nakuno kiata sana yatarana ukushya. So the dragon is now showing you what is your current mission that you are working with. Trust what is coming through. There is a specific main mission that you are working with right now. Trust what is coming through. Feel now that you have received what is necessary for as information, and now a massive amount of healing through the dragon's heart and your heart is coming through. emerald rays is coming through your heart and being expanded out to your entire light body. Ukonorano sana kietarana katasana koronotosia sanaya. Usaya kishana kietarana kutushatai shanatarana kushia. The dragons are all around you. They start to spin this emerald energy all around you for extra protection, strengthening your faith of this period. Unlock, reset, balance, restore. Feel now that you're moving into a deeper state of center, alignment in your center vertical line. System aligned, reset, balanced. Breathe as we ask for this energy work to be sealed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it, so be it, so be it. It is done. Take a couple of breaths and come back. Beloveds, if you want to share in the comments what came through, maybe as your initiation, your current mission, please share. I love reading. I read all of your comments. On Friday, you will receive my email where I will write a full ascension letter about August. I want to say thank you to all of you for all that you are, that you chose to come here together with me and our sisters and brothers. And just allow a deep exhale to come through. Thank you for coming in here live or replay. I love you. I honor you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So many blessings. Mwah.